most awaited films that's been a long time coming. Jersey is finally ready to hit theatres. And Shahid Kapoor is back on the big screen along with the very versatile Mrunal Thakur. Shahid, I love the question that you asked. How does one promote a film the second time around? With a lot of style and panache, of course.
I mean, I'm still figuring it out. I don't know if I got it right or not, but
yeah. I think
we're giving it our best shot.
With a lot of style, panache and enthusiasm. I see that.
No, that's just the love for the film. You know, I think all of us really have very strong feelings attached to the film, and we all really believe in the film, and we're actually just very thankful and grateful that finally it's coming out in theatres and people are going back to theatres and films are doing well, so it's a good time, you know. Everybody's been waiting for a time like this, so it just feels good to have a film release coming up at a time like that. Yeah.
And especially your fans, they've been eagerly waiting for your release after Kabir Singh. And not just that, you got a whole new legion of fans as well after that film. What has been the kind of reaction? I'm sure they've been hounding you and telling you what's going on. You know,
actually, almost 2-3 weeks back, my timeline started getting flooded with why aren't any promotions happening. And, you know, so, but we were like, it's difficult to explain technically, but the fact is that we had put all our promotional material out there, you know, so we can't have such a long drawn promotional strategy. So this time we had to go with a 2-week strategy. And so we had to wait, you know, and I was discussing with Mrunal and with the team that, you know, usually 5 weeks or 4 weeks before your film comes out, the trailer's out, right? So you get a sense what people are feeling, whether they're liking it, not liking it, how much are they liking it, what are they liking, you know, so you start warming up to the release date, right? But this time we literally had to wait till now, you know, and it feels like, you know, it's right around the corner, you know, so.
Yeah, and that's true, and fans now know everything about the film. And Mrunal, Jersey, a long-awaited dream for you as well?
Yeah, this is the biggest film of my career, if I can say that. And we just got the news that Maya Menu, the song, got 100 million plus views, and this is amazing for a song of a movie. You know, before the release, it's hit that number. So I'm just so happy to be a part of this film, because this film, you know, we have, like, I never had those songs in my movies which got like so popular. And now when I walk on the streets, like, hey, that's the Maya Menu girl. And I'm like, okay, that's amazing. To work with Shahid, it's so wonderful. You know, the film is coming out now, and every day I keep asking myself, why is 14th April so far? Like, 14th April, tum kab aoge? That's the state that I am in. I'm really excited for the audience to see how they feel, because it's a journey. This film is a journey, and I have personally not seen a film in a really long time which takes me through all those emotions, and this film allows me to do that. I'm not saying it because I'm a part of this film, but this film, when you sit in the theatre in those seats, you are going to ask yourself certain questions which you haven't asked in a really long time.
And I think one thing that really stayed with me from the film, and I watched the Telugu film, was that, you know, there's so many people who are successful.
God. You are that audience who's going to put us under tremendous pressure of living up to the original. Oh my God. No, oh my God.
but I'm sure it's slightly different from the original.
I mean, it is completely different, but it's the same story. You know, the fundamental qualities of the characters are very much the same, but we've taken the film and we've put it into Chandigarh. So he's a hardcore Punjabi guy.
People love seeing you in that mode, I have to say.
Well, I'm glad, because I spent 2 years of my life in Punjab. During COVID, actually, we shifted, my entire family shifted to Punjab. So I am very close to Punjab. In fact, a lot of times I used to be, you know, we used to step out for a walk sometimes, and used to be speaking to some of my friends in Mumbai. And, you know, sometimes you meet somebody something, and they'd be like, dude, you don't sound like you're from Mumbai at all. You sound like you're from Punjab. I was like, yeah, bro, this is my mode here, you know, because when I go there, you tend to talk like that. So yeah, I'm very comfortable with, I would say I don't know Punjabi that well, but I'm very comfortable with acting it. And I can like go with the dialect. I get what they're saying, and I also feel very strongly like I am deep down very Punjabi.
You are. But then in Hyder, we thought you were from Kashmir. So I think it's not just Punjab. I think it's the role. You seamlessly slip into it, and I also like that you're not very fussy about it. You're not like, I went into a dark space with this role, or like, I think you
I guess
go
everybody's
and come
process is different, but you know, I had 2 kids at home, and I actually started doing Kabir Singh when I just turned into a parent, you know, so I had to learn how to, you know, come back home and just be normal, and, you know, so that was a big learning. But I guess I've also been doing this for about almost 20 years now, so it takes time, you know, as like there were times when I used to get consumed with roles, and then I learned that it's very depleting, you know, and it's not necessarily very healthy for you, you know. So you do some movies which pull you in, and then 3 years later you feel you need 2 years to get over what you gave something. So you have to, you know how to conserve energy and to connect and disconnect and to switch on and switch off. It's all part of the job.
But you do such intense roles. Even in this one, you have an intense scene at the platform that ends with, and I'm like, okay,
that's one of my favorite scenes.
He does angry young man really well. Forever young. I don't hope not forever angry.
Yeah, not personally not angry at all. In fact, you know, a very funny thing. When me and Meera just got married, you know, I took her to see Udta Punjab before it released, and she was seeing it in the. We saw it in the editing room, you know, because I was going, so I was like, you know, you want to come, like, maybe you can see it. And so she was like, yeah, okay, I'll come. And when we started seeing the film, you know, she was sitting right next to me. We were on a sofa, and at interval time, when I turned towards her, she was literally 5 feet away from me. So I was like, what happened? And we were just married, okay, or arranged marriage. We didn't know each other that well. So she looked at me in the first question, are you this guy? Are you like him? I said, I don't want to be with you. I said, no, that's Tommy saying that has nothing to do with me.
Oh, God.
So I guess that's just how it is.
Well, Shahid, I think you are as sweet as you were in Ishq Vishk, but not as crazy as you were as Tommy. Mrunal, how is he as a co-star?
Very focused. Yeah. Really focused. And he knew what he was doing. He was so focused as to what needs to be done. You know, this is the one thing I learned from Shahid, like, when you get into the character, how to get into the skin of the character. You just don't you just don't wear clothes and, you know, do your hair and makeup. But he was there. And there were times when, while he was performing, I literally used to forget that he is Shahid. You know, I felt he was Arjun. Always.
Except in the slapping scene.
Oh.
When she was like,
that slapping
Shahid, I can't
scene
slap you,
is
Shahid.
too
I'm like,
famous
Arre,
now.
but tu Vidya hai, main Arjun hu. No, but how can I slap you?
You know, slap is to like reach here and go like this.
Yeah.
He took my hand and he's like, idhar marna hai, idhar. But how do you do that?
But the end में इसने ना ऐसे बोला मैं नहीं कर सकती मैं ठांग एक टेक में उसमें मारा
You're still ringing.
She got into it. You know,
the slap has become too controversial. You know, I mean, I feel after Kabir Singh, I think that was the most talked about slap, and this one is the second most talked about slap. Shahid, do you feel like it's been balanced out now? Now people are not so angry with you for that Kabir Singh slap?
I don't know, you know, most of the people I met were actually really happy with me for Kabir Singh. I never really came across too many people who, you know, I heard so much about it, and of course everybody should have their own point of view, and I don't think Kabir is a perfect character who needs to be worshipped or anything, nor do, you know, we made no such promise. I think when we put the trailer out, you know, his own brother standing there and saying, "Tujhe pata hai log kya bol rahe tere bare mein, destructive, this, that." So, you know, you're watching a character who's, you know, a little crazy, and he has extreme tendencies, right? But that's how life is. There are all kinds of people, and the fun of acting and the fun of filmmaking is that, you know, you can enjoy that on screen, you know.
So
in fact, no, I have to tell you this. One of the funniest comments that I heard, you know, I was seeing some reviews and this, that, and one of the funniest comments I heard, somebody said that, you know, Kabir Singh and this kind of behavior, and then people get influenced and they behave like that. And there was this one comment niche where one dude said, "Bro, you're absolutely right. I just saw Finding Nemo and now I'm a fish." So, you know, it was like, so you know, the audience was saying कि यार हम इतने dumb भी नहीं हैं. We know what to agree with and what to not agree with. Picture होती है. But yeah, I mean, I never thought Kabir was a great guy, but I feel he had a great amount of love in his heart. He just went about things in a very destructive manner, and that's why everything that happened to him, right? I mean, he lost his job and like, yeah.
You know, I personally love the message that it's okay to fail, that it's never too late. Is that a message that's perhaps stayed with the two of you as well?
Yeah, in fact, I felt I could resonate with Arjun so much because I have been Arjun so many times. There are times where I actually felt like giving it up. But then there's something around us, or the people who loves us, you know, they always push you. And there will be one person in your life, in everybody's life, the audience who are watching, who will always tell you what you're good at. And that is what will allow you to be a better human and better at your craft. So I felt like I lived so many emotions through this film, through the characters around me. And realized that there will be situations, there will be circumstances that would be created in your life. There will be people who will try to pull you down, but all you have to do is just have faith in yourself and the people who loves you.
Do you resonate with that too, Shahid? Have people ever tried to pull you down?
I don't look at life like that. I don't look at ye mujhe niche khich raha hai, wo mujhe niche khich raha hai. I just look at circumstances and situations, and I like to stay motivated and positive from inside. Because I believe in karma. Whatever comes your way, you deserve it. Deal with it, learn from it, move on. That's the most positive and the simplistic way of dealing with life. Otherwise, we get stuck with grudges and with issues, and we want to blame other people, but that's not going to help you. If you want to help yourself, you got to find the solutions and move on, right? People who don't deserve your time, don't give them your time. Simple, However, Jersey for me, of course, Second Chances is a very big part of the film, and it's funny that a film that is all about second chances is getting a second release date. So I always say it because I always feel it's so ironic and true and karmic almost in nature, But for me, Arjun's character was his journey, which is his struggle with his wife Vidya, is he just wants to feel alive. He doesn't want to live a mundane life. He doesn't want to. He's not. If he can't do what he's truly passionate for, and he knows he's really good at, and he has to succumb to a reality which doesn't allow him to be the best version of himself, then what's life worth living for, right? So I think we all go through phases where you feel like, I'm not motivated, I'm not excited, I'm not connected, and you don't know why you're feeling it. If you're feeling it because probably something in your life is not allowing you to chase what you really want to chase or to do what makes you feel alive. And so Arjun just wants to feel alive and do what makes him feel alive. And I think that's something we all can relate to, and the message of the film is very positive, but it takes you through a very emotional journey to find that
Absolutely.
message,
Very emotional, especially by the end, but I won't dwell too much on that. Another fantastic actor in this film, of course, is Pankaj Kapoor. How is he as an actor? Do you have any similarities as actors?
I don't know. Do we have any similarities as actors?
No, they both are very different.
Very different actors?
They're very different.
Fantastic actors, no doubt. But how is that, performing alongside your dad, intimidating at all?
Yes, of course, it's always intimidating, but it's very nourishing. It's very, it's intimidating if you try to compete. But if you look at somebody as a person who has so much experience that you can just learn from them, then sharing the frame with them is a very nourishing, enriching experience. And for me, spending time with that, and with time you come to realize that a lot of acting is actually just reacting. You don't need to act. If you stand in the frame with somebody and if he's giving you some energy, and if you feed off the energy and respond with similar kind of, honesty and, in an organic manner, that's how great stuff happens, So a lot of the times it's the preconceived stuff that messes films up and scenes up and performances up. We come with too much preparation. And so I feel like it's great to do your research and think it through, but when you're there, you have to feel it while it's happening. That's where magic happens. So with Dad and actors like him, that happens. Even when I was doing Heather with Tabu Ma'am and Irfan Sir and KK Sir and all these people, you're just enjoying yourself in the scene. You're like, wow, look at what he did, and you're just feeding off it, and so it's great to do that. And that's that guy.
I think this is exactly what happened to me on Jersey. When I was watching Pankaj sir perform and Shahid, and it was so overwhelming because they all were so different, yet every take was like, if it was, there was modulations happening. And I was like, oh my God, he's so natural. At the same time, he's delivering his lines and dialogues, and it is just amazing. There was a moment where Pankaj sir and I had a scene in a hospital where we were doing lines, and he started talking, and I just kept looking at him. He's like, "Beta, aapka line." I said, "Oh wow, that was the line." I didn't realize we were doing lines. He said it so casually, and I just felt like it was a part of conversation.
That is so true. He has so much honesty in his performance,
Yes.
as you said, and I think that must be coming from a really true place. So must have been a very special experience for both of you, and especially you, Shahid, having to, having started.
Yeah,
alongside him.
it was nicer. It was easier to act with him, and just for us to act, than having to, like when he was directing. It's more relaxed. I think like we were in our spaces as actors, and then in the middle we'd get time to like maybe have a cup of coffee and chill together. So it was really nice.
A cup of tea is not your cup of tea, right? It's
He's a coffee person.
it's the
I
coffee
used to have a
bomb.
lot of tea also, but now I'm kind
Coffee
of
it
like
is.
more into coffee.
Yeah, just into coffee. This film is releasing on April 14th, and coincidentally that's Tamil New Year's, so it's like the start of a new year,
Yeah.
like a new beginning.
There is actually many
Gudi
holidays.
Pada, all of it.
Around
There's
that
Good
time.
Friday,
Yeah, it's a
there is
very festive
Ambedkar
time.
Jayanti, there is Baisakhi happening in the north. So there's a lot of holidays.
Yeah,
We're very happy about
festive.
that.
Yeah, very festive time to go to the theatres, of course. And two big films releasing alongside you.
Yeah.
You have Beast and you have KGF
Yes,
Chapter 2.
Yes, both of them are looking great, and we wish them all the best, man. Yeah.
But would you have wanted a solo release perhaps without any big films or any other films releasing alongside you?
I mean, the fact that we're releasing means that we feel it's a good time to release, and otherwise we wouldn't have,
Fair enough.
And the fact that they're releasing seems like they feel it's a good time for them,
Yes.
right? So I guess if you put the two things together, there's enough space for different movies.
Absolutely, yeah.
Beast, I am a huge Vijay star, and I love his movies because he's a great dancer. And I've always loved good dancers, and I have a soft spot always. So, I'm sure Beast is going to be a fantastic film. But that's for a slightly different market. I don't think there's that much, overlapping happening there. KGF 2 again is it's a sequel to a film that people have really loved. So wishing Rocky Bhai all the best. But it's a very different genre. It's a big action kind of, edgy kind of film. And ours is a very emotional sports film with a family and with a message, and so I think we all have our own space, and it's a great date. There are 4 holidays. There's enough space in theaters for all the films, and all of them should do well. because we've all sat at home for so long.
So long, it's
theaters
time
have been
for
shut
us.
for so
Yeah.
long. Exhibitors, producers. It's been really tough. Daily wage workers, who were not being able to go and make their daily wages. All films should do well. Because it's we've been waiting for it for a long time. So I think it's great that big films are coming together. We should look at it in a positive manner, because when you talk to exhibitors, they say, जब एक दो बड़ी पिक्चरें साथ में आती है ना, तो थिएटर में मेला लग जाता है, लोग आते हैं, and the mood is very positive. And so it's great. That should happen.
I love that attitude. And such a big country, right? We have so many people and so many different, varied audiences.
Whoever wants
So,
to,
yeah.
if your film is a good film, its audience will find it.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's actually as simple as that. Beyond that, it's more like mathematics.
Yeah, like the field of dreams, build it and they'll come, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And speaking of field, here we are on the green turf. Of course, I have to ask you, I know you're a huge cricket fan.
Yeah.
I also know that you're very fit. So, was there any special prep required?
A
to
lot.
Kind of get, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did like 4 months of training. We started in Bombay, and first we started playing on hard surfaces, and first we just started with throwdowns, and then I used to spend 4-5 hours a day playing cricket for 4 months, and then on set also a lot.
That must have been
a lot of cricket.
That must have been a fun
मेरे
part
दिल
of
की
it.
ना वो तमन्ना आई थिंक रह गई थी, because when I was a kid मुझे लगता था मैं क्रिकेटर बनना है. I used to tell my mummy कि मम्मी मैं क्रिकेटर बनूंगा. So I think वो जो तमन्ना थी वो इस फिल्म में मेरी पूरी हो गई. I played so much cricket and enjoyed myself so much in a lot of pain. I've had a lot of pain, a lot of injuries. All that's happened, right? Because you're trying to learn everything really quickly and you want to get it right. Because we've not everything that we've done in this film. There is not a single special effects or a CG shot where or a rubber ball, which is we've played proper cricket on proper pitches with state level players. So we've tried to keep it legit, because we just felt that when you actually do it, it just comes through, So it was a lot of prep like that. It was like not prep ke how to make it look real, but it was actually like we'll actually do it.
So
like
it
that.
was blood, sweat and tears for this role.
Oh yeah, for
Shahid?
sure,
Oh.
for sure.
Mrunal
And a
was-
lot of patience.
And of course, yeah. And
Yeah, I
think-
remember he sent me a picture of his busted lip.
Yeah.
I almost fainted.
ये क्या है?
What the hell?
Really?
His lip got busted.
I had, the ball hit my lip, and we actually stopped shooting for 2 months because it
He had
completely got busted.
crazy amount of stitches.
Yeah.
Oh my
They had a
God.
video of it. They put it out also in December.
Oh,
So maybe
wow.
you can find it where, you know, like it's completely busted. There was blood
There
on
was
my
blood
t-shirt.
all over, and I was in
And
Mumbai.
it was the lip,
I
you know, so
remember,
like
yeah.
we had to keep waiting till it kind of becomes
Healed.
mobile again. Otherwise, in
Oh
a
my
close-up,
God.
you know, it's like समझ में नहीं आ रहा था क्या बोल रहा है. We actually started and stopped again because we started and it was still showing, and then we had to stop again.
Ouch, not so easy.
So I
guess.
made life difficult for all these
Face.
people, these busy, you know, these busy actresses,
I was
this
so worried
busy
because-
heroine who had no dates for us.
You know, I was so worried because it's his face, you know, like his lip. And there are no muscles for it to heal. Like when you have stitches all over the body, it heals because you have fats, and there's no fat in the lip.
Yeah, I don't think Shada's fan anywhere.
Yeah, I know.
Mean machine. Yeah, mean
Only has
fighting
muscles.
I'm very
machine.
happy यार ये image रख तू मेरा.
You know, I would love to see you do like a martial arts film or something.
He's
I
doing
don't know martial arts.
action. He's doing action, no?
Let people who know martial arts do martial arts, but I'm doing action. I'm doing action, but I can't do that kind of stuff. I can't do. I think I
Never
will not
say
be
never.
convinced with myself
Never say
only.
never.
You know, action I'm doing.
Action you are.
Action I'm doing. I just finished a film with Ali Abbas. You know, so that's an action film.
We're looking forward to that one. What is the one role that you want and you're waiting to be approached?
I don't have one role, you know. I just feel like I want to do too many different types of roles, you know. So I feel like an actor should not be known for one performance, you know. He should be known for all the different things that he has done because, you know, why restrict yourself to one space? I mean,
Yeah.
you're limiting yourself, you know. So if something good comes, I'll do it, you know. And if it's exciting, I'll do it. So like bring it on, like different stuff.
As an actor, you can just be everyone that you want to be, right? So that's the best
Yeah,
part.
even people you don't want to be. Yeah. A lot of the things I've done is the people I don't want to be necessarily. Yeah. Let me clarify in case anybody had any.
I love that clarification. Mrunal, of course, a lot of buzz around your next film with Gauri Shinde.
No, arey yaar, just a dream director I met. There's something fun coming out. Not a film, but I'm hoping to do a film with her soon.
All right, you know,
Yeah.
best of luck with that. And best of luck, guys, for Jersey. I can't wait to watch this film. We've all been waiting for quite
Yeah,
some
your
time.
opinion will be very important because you've
Important.
seen the original, you know. So
Yeah.
we'd love to know what you think about it.
But Nani's already said he's convinced you're going to outshine him and you're going to do it
No,
better
there's
than
no
him.
outshining. He's the original, and you know, it's just kind words coming from a very fine actor who made me cry when I saw the
Yeah.
film. He made me howl and weep. So he was tremendous in the film, and so was Shraddha,
She
who
was
played Vidya's
damn
character.
good.
So was the kid.
So was
who
the
we
kid.
share. It's the same kid in
Same
the
kid in
original
the
is
film.
playing the kid in our film. You know, so we share the kid. But you know, they were spectacular in the film. And what a beautiful story. You know, I think every film doesn't just need to be कि ये hero ऐसा है तो ये. You know, a lot of the times the story is the hero of the film. And I think in Jersey, the real hero of the film is the story because it's what the story tells you and how it makes you feel. That's really the victory of the film.
Well, that's very magnanimous and generous of you, Shahid. It was an absolute pleasure talking to the two of you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.